One of the biggest things stressing beginners out when they want to start selling digital products online is picking the right niche. They spend hours thinking about their ideal client avatar, their niche statement, their brand voice, what age their customer is, what coffee she drinks, what dog breed she has. And meanwhile, they still don't have a product. So let me save you a lot of time. Your niche is not the moneymaker. Your product is the moneymaker. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean, why this matters so much if you're a beginner, and how to choose a digital product idea that actually has a chance of selling. And make sure you stay till the end because I'm going to show you the biggest mistake people make when they try to choose a niche, and it's probably why so many people stay stuck. If we haven't met yet, I'm Kimberly Latona. I've built multiple online income streams, generated six figures across different side hustles, and for the past few years, I've been helping busy moms create simple, scalable online income with digital products. One thing that I've learned after helping women choose and launch their products is this: most people are overthinking their niche and underthinking the actual product. Okay, so if you've been stuck asking, what niche should I pick? And who exactly is my ideal client? And what if I choose the wrong audience? I want you to stop for a second because, yes, it is helpful to have a general idea of who you want to help. Okay, and you're probably in your target audience. Okay, most people choose a target audience that is similar to them. But you do not need to spend 3 weeks, or God forbid, 3 months, or even 3 years building the perfect ideal client avatar before you create your first product. Okay, what matters more is this: what specific problem does your product solve? That is the real key. So, your product should be specific, not your niche. Here's the mistake I see all the time. People create these super specific niche statements, and you see these all over people's Instagram profiles, right? Like, I help moms with 3 children, one golden retriever who live on the West Coast and like travel and yoga and baking homemade sourdough. Okay, but what are you actually helping them do? Because if your product is called the Freedom Formula or Path to Purpose or Next Level You, like that sounds catchy, but that tells me absolutely nothing. Okay, I don't know what problem it solves, who it's really for, or why I should buy it. And that is why I always tell people in my programs, make the product specific. Okay, the audience will identify themselves. Okay, that is part of your job in the marketing, is helping them identify themselves, but it's not about you picking the perfect audience. It's about creating the product specifically to help someone. Okay. So, what a strong product looks like. A strong digital product makes someone instantly say, wow, that's for me. Like, for example, 7 freezer meal systems for busy moms who hate cooking every night, or how to organize your homeschool week in 30 minutes or less, or a 5-day reset for women who do not who want to stop afternoon energy crashes. Okay, do you see how that works? The niche is not super narrow, but the product is clear and the problem is obvious. So the buyer can immediately recognize themselves in the problem. That's what makes it the product sell. Okay, so I want to give you a real example. One of the best examples of this is my student Janet's product. Okay, she created an insulin reset protocol. And this is a guide for women who want to reverse insulin resistance. And that is specific. Okay, it solves a very clear problem. And because of that, it sold over 60 copies in less than 2 weeks, just from posting once a day on a brand new Instagram account with 0 followers to start. Okay, no ads, no followers, no huge audience. And that is exactly what I mean when I say the niche is not the moneymaker. Okay, the specific product is. She didn't need a 17-page ideal client document. Okay, she needed a product that solved a real problem, and that's what she sold. So, if you want help figuring out what your digital product should actually be and how to set it up in a simple system, download my free Digital Freedom Business Blueprint below. Okay, so you can sell to a broad audience with a specific product. Okay, and this is another thing that people get wrong. They think that a broad audience is bad. Okay, it's not necessarily bad. What matters is whether the product solves a clear problem. So a great example of this is the digital marketing program that I started with, a digital marketing course with master resale rights that I've talked about before. Okay, it's a specific product because it helps beginners learn how to make money online using digital marketing. And I linked it below in case you don't know what I'm talking about or you want to learn more about how I got started in digital marketing. Okay, it's very clear. It teaches digital marketing, online income strategy, business setup, and it also gives you the rights to sell it and keep 100% of the profit. Okay, that makes it a strong MRR product because it does three things. It teaches a real skill, it gives you a way to earn from it, and it solves a real problem. Okay, so even though it's specific, it still appeals to a broad audience. So, for example, like the target market here is not very specific. It could be a homeschool mom who wants to make money from home, or a retired grandpa who wants extra spending money, or a woman who wants to leave her stressful 9 to 5, or someone who wants a simple online business model without inventory. Okay, that's why a broad audience is not the issue. A vague product is the issue. Again, I linked I put a link for this digital marketing course below if you want to check it out. Okay, and that's how I got started in digital marketing and how I made my first $15,000 online as a beginner in digital marketing. So it's one of the best examples of how to use master resale rights to earn online in a way that actually makes sense. So you don't need a perfect ideal client avatar to start, okay? I'm not saying that your audience doesn't matter. Of course, it helps to know who you want to work with, what they struggle with, what they want. But I am saying that you do not need to obsess over your ideal client avatar before creating your first product. Okay. Because in the beginning, one of the fastest ways to learn who your audience really is to sell something. To test, to post, to see what people respond to. A lot of people hide behind the market research when they're really just scared to launch. So, and I say that with love because I've seen it so many times. So the real question to ask is instead of asking what niche should I pick, ask what problem can I solve? Who already has this problem? What simple product would help them? How can I make the outcome obvious? Okay, that is the better question. That is how you come up with ideas that actually sell. And that is a much better use of your time than trying to make your niche sound clever. Okay. And honestly, this is where most people get stuck. Not because they're not smart enough, because they're trying to figure all of this out alone. They're piecing together advice from 12 different gurus and mentors. They're bouncing between ideas. They're overthinking every move. And what they really need is one clear system, one product path, one simple funnel, and the support while they build it. And that's what makes a difference. And that's exactly what we do inside the Digital Freedom Collective. So if you're ready, the link is below. And if you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Your niche is not the most profitable part of your business, okay? Your product is. Make the product specific, make the problem obvious, make the result clear, and the right people will find themselves in it, okay? And now that you know that your niche is not the thing making the money, the next question is, what digital product would I actually start if I had no money and only a couple hours a day? That is exactly what I break down in my next video. So watch that next, because when you pair these two together, everything clicks. See you in the next video.